Hi there, this is Minution Vibes to give you a pick a card reading. So today we are going into what's going on in your love connection. So this is about whoever's most on your mind, whoever's you're most interested in right now. This is going to be about how you two are thinking, feeling about each other, what's going on in your connection, what's challenging your connection, and also we're going to get some insight into how this person is going to be acting towards you in the near future, which is about within the next 4 weeks. So, on the far left, we have pile number 1, which is the black tourmaline. Then we have pile number 2, the pyrite. Pile number 3 is that beautiful little cavensite, very small but very powerful. And then pile number 4 is what's is called citrine, but it's actually a heat-treated amethyst. So those are 4 piles that we're working with, and when I was pulling the cards for each pile, I did connect them to the stone that they're associated with. So if there is a stone that is calling to you, then that might just be your pile. Okay, so as you decide, I'm going to ring the bell, and if you've already made your decision, go ahead to the timestamps below. Okay, so if you need some more time, go ahead and pause the video. Otherwise, I'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. You chose the beautiful black tourmaline. This stone is known for its powers of protection. So maybe right now you're feeling the need to protect yourself a little bit more than usual. So I have this beautiful oracle card ready for you. Magic Prayer in the reverse. This is what it looks like upright. It's a very beautiful card. I'm going to read that for you. And if you don't feel like listening to me read this, then you can just go ahead and fast forward onto the reading. But I'm going to get started with this because I think it's a good way to start to get a beautiful message in. Okay. So, Magic Prayer in the reverse. Self-will that goes unchecked can bring difficulties. Reversed, the Magic Prayer card is a sign that you mistakenly believe that your way is the only one. Could the path you are on be leading you to a place of regret? Or could you be pursuing something that just isn't good for you? If so, you may be facing a painful lesson, and a lonely one too. Perhaps it is time to pray and meditate on your highest good and the highest good of all. Spirit may have other plans for you. Be assured that they will be better than any you could have dreamt up. Sorry. That is better than anything you could have dreamed for, basically. Okay, so this is a card that's meant to represent your connection as it stands. So it's seeming like you might, right now, be feeling like you're going down the wrong path with a person. You feel like things aren't working out. And you're starting to think maybe this isn't the right person for you after all. That's for some of you. Others of you simply are struggling to see the other person's perspective, and maybe you want everything to go your way. I'm guessing it's because it makes you feel safer for everything to be going as you feel comfortable with. And so you're not allowing a lot of room for the other person's perspective or the way they want to go about things. So there's some of that energy going on here in this connection. It has to do with feelings of safety, though, when people feel like they need to control sort of how everything progresses and how the connection sort of moves forward. So there might be some fear there that you can sort of think about maybe. Okay, so I'm going to get into your reading now. This is your feelings for your person. This is their feelings for you. This represents your connection at this time. We have your thoughts about them, your perspective of them, their perspective and thoughts about you. This is what could be challenging your connection at this time. And here we have your near future actions towards them. A little bit of my candle wax just fell down. I make my own candles, and I haven't gotten to the point of figuring out how to make them so that the wax doesn't kind of clump and fall off, but it's not a big deal. Okay, anyway, so this is their near future actions towards you. Like I said, it's going to be about from now and within the next 4 weeks. And then here's the outcome for about the next 4 weeks. And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you felt called to look at this reading, then it should be relevant to you. Okay, first row. Postponement. This is also the Four of Swords. So right now you're feeling like you need to put the connection on hold. It could also be that you're in a situation where you have to put the connection on hold. I know that this is going on for a lot of people right now, given the state of the world and what we're all going through. So it could just be that because of your situation, you've had to put everything on hold. And maybe you're feeling kind of sad about that and a little bit anxious, and you feel out of control because of these circumstances, and so it's causing you to, in some other regard, want to control things more. Maybe there's a set time for when, or maybe there's a very specific way you want to engage with this person given this whole COVID situation. So you're being very a little bit controlling on how you meet up with them and how you guys interact with each other, things like that. That's possible for some of you. Others of you, for emotional reasons, there is a disconnect between you and this person, and you feel like you have to take time away from them right now because for whatever reason, actually engaging with them at this time, you just can't. Okay? Their feelings for you. This is the Empress card. It's a beautiful card. For you, it's come out in the reverse. So this person's feeling that things are a bit stringent and there is not a lot of room for collaboration and for free expression. They're feeling a little bit claustrophobic, and they're feeling like and alternatively, or in addition to, they're feeling like they can't create anything with you right now. So this would be going back to those of you who are in a situation where you simply cannot meet up with this person. They're feeling like they cannot create anything with you right now because the Empress is all about creation. And when you have a connection with someone, you are creating that space and you're creating something almost like an entity between you and the other person, that entity being your connection and your energetic bond. And they just feel like they're unable to do this with you right now. So the Empress as a feeling, it's a feeling of stagnation, feeling boxed in, feeling like there isn't a healthy feeling, what's the word? Because when someone's creating a lot, they're in a flow, they're feeling, I guess, confident would be the word. So this person is not feeling confident with the connection. They're I guess insecure and not really knowing how to move forward. They definitely don't feel like they're creating their own, they're within the power. So that would be another word, is they're not feeling a sense of empowerment to create with you right now. So this is for the connection, what bonds you two. Okay, so celebration in the reverse. This is the Three of Cups. So this is definitely pointing towards not being able to come together, which is, I mean, it's just there's such a sense here of two people who are not being able to meet up and not being able to express themselves fully in a physical sense. They're, you don't feel emotionally bonded as much right now. You don't feel like positive, and you don't feel creative, because the Three of Cups is also about creativity as well. It's about creating with other people, and literally a celebration is quite literally about celebration. Something good has happened, and now everybody's coming together, and they're celebrating it. So these are things that are not really the energies you guys are having right now. You don't feel like you can come together. And there's just not a lot of that bondage and things that bond people together are not happening right now for you guys. There's definitely some control happening within the connection. Okay. So this is what you think and perceive about your person who's on your mind. Okay, so this is conditioning. And it's in the reverse. I believe this is related to the Devil card. So I'm thinking that the way you see this person is that they do not show their true colors. You're not getting a sense that they know what they want. It seems like they might be a little bit passive. Some of them are passive aggressive. You might think that they're in a situation where they're basically trying to get along with the people around them, and they're trying to appease the people around them. So yeah, some of your love interests out there are in a situation where they feel the need to please the people around them. And that might come at that might be something that's a problem for you. It ends up being that the other people in their lives come before you, maybe. Maybe there's a little bit of that going on. Since it's in the reverse, it could also be that these energies are releasing and you're starting to perceive them in a new light. For the select few of you, there is an addiction issue happening, and it could be that this person has been struggling with some sort of addiction, and it's not necessarily, drugs or alcohol. It can also be anything that serves as a dissociative or a disconnect, so a way for someone to avoid their life. So it can be video games, it can be anything like that, where this person sort of drowns out their sorrows and any issues they have by distracting themselves with something else. But since it's in the reverse, if this has been the case, it looks like they're at least making you believe that they're moving past that right now. So this can also relate to their sense of a lack of empowerment that we saw with the creativity in the reverse up here. It could be addiction that is keeping them feeling less empowered, but at least they have you thinking, because this is about how you perceive them. So at least they have you perceiving them as someone who is trying to move past that and is making strides to become basically a better person, a person who's going to be better able to connect with you and be solid, just a solid person in your life. For a select few of you, I'm also getting an energy that because there is a distance between you and this person that is brought on by circumstances beyond your control, there's a bit of an obsession happening. And you feel very dissatisfied with your current life and the situation that you're in right now. And so you're just thinking so much about the greener pastures, you're thinking about the future and the things that can be, and your current life is getting washed away in this future life that you are constantly feeding energy into right now, and it's with this person. So there could be that going on for you as well. Okay, sorrow. So this is how they think and perceive you. So I'm really getting a sense that for a lot of you guys, it is that right now you're having to put a hold on your life. You're in a situation where you are very in a controlled state. And you don't have a lot of free movement. You don't have a lot of, I guess, just in general freedom that you at least believe that you don't have, or maybe you really don't have due to life circumstances. So it looks like the way they think about you is that you're in a lot of pain because of this. you're having maybe some sleepless nights, this would also be back to this card, which is representing obsessive behaviors and obsessive thinking. And that can, when people are obsessive and full of anxiety, they often have trouble sleeping. So it could be that you're having trouble sleeping right now. At least this person sure thinks that you are. I think that they're hoping that things are going to be better in the future, but they don't have a lot of confidence at this current time. They don't have a lot of confidence in the connection working out. Okay, so this is what's challenging your connection, the burden. So this card's kind of interesting. It represents the Six of Swords, but it's really about how the truth is already with us, and people who are constantly striving for the truth, they're being misguided because you can't search for the truth. The truth is within you already, and all you have to do is drop the lie, and then the truth will just reveal itself. So this involves a certain state of mind, like a perspective of someone who's maybe always searching for something that is already within. So if that's challenging your guys' connection right now, I'm thinking that you or they or both of you are trying to figure out outside of yourselves ways to make things work. There could also be maybe a sense of kind of blaming your circumstances for things not working out between you. So for some of you guys, there's definitely that energy of, I think this person has also blamed you for things a little bit. I think they think you feel sorry for yourself, but you're not actually trying to do anything to help the situation. That would be what for some of you guys, what your person is kind of thinking. Okay, I'm going to get clarification on this burden card. Okay, Seven of Cups is clarifying it. So it looks like there's definitely stagnation here. No one is making any choices. No one's making any move to sort of fix what's going on within your connection. So both of you guys are feeling very disempowered about making things work. And you're both being very burdened by your life circumstances, or at least one of you are, to the extent that things cannot work out between you. And there just isn't any action happening. Okay. So your future actions towards this person. So we have Trust in the reverse. I believe this represents the Page of Cups. Maybe the Knight, but I'm pretty sure it's the Page. So this is you who is free falling. You do not, I think in a general sense, you're not trusting right now of the world around you. And so this is also being reflected within your connection to this person. I think that this person has put on a false mask in the past, and they haven't shown you their true selves. I think that they can be rather passive, and that passivity has led you to not really trust them as much. You don't really view them anymore as a strong presence within your life. And I don't think that they've been kind of supportive enough of whatever you've been going through, because it looks like you've definitely been going through something that has kept you very contained and unable to be sort of free within your life. So I think that they haven't been helpful. I think they've just been doing their own thing. Well, they're also feeling they're feeling a little bit powerless about the situation, like I said before. So your actions definitely indicate that you're not really making any efforts towards them in the near future. You don't trust that anything really can materialize more, but also for a large group of you, you are not trusting the world, and that is leading to you being unable to connect more with this person. So their actions towards you, totality. So it's 5 of Wands in the reverse here. This is about someone who is so invested in the moment that they can make these amazing things happen. But it's the type of things that require 100% focus for it to work. It also requires the right timing. So I don't think this person is giving you the focus that is required to sort of make things work. You're both in the air here. You're both reversed in the air. You're both falling, essentially. So I think you guys are both feeling very crushed by your responsibilities and crushed by whatever circumstances you find yourselves in that is causing a container, you to feel contained. Both of you guys are in free fall, and there's not a lot of stability here. I think I'm going to do a COVID-19 pick a card reading next, because I have noticed in the collective there is very little grounding energy going on. People are in their heads and they don't feel solid and stable. Everyone's very unsure of what's going to happen. It's causing definitely a lack of grounding. So I'm going to do a reading about that for people, because it's definitely present in this spread here. Yeah, for sure. You guys are mirroring each other a little bit too with this. I think this person's trying to avoid any fighting. Yeah, it looks like maybe there have been some fights, maybe some disagreements on how to go about your connection, what to do, and so they're trying to just avoid conflict. Yeah, and just in general, they're very unfocused individual. They're very up in their heads, ungrounded. That type of energy doesn't work for a solid relationship. If that's what you want with this person, that energy that they have right now is not really going to work for that. But I think for you, it's going to be important to try to get back into the present moment, and even if it's not the greatest situation you're in, just to try to stay present and make it better any way you can. Because a lot of anxiety and ungroundedness can happen if you're too much in the future or too much in the past too. Okay, so this is your outcome card for about within the next 4 weeks. Okay, so this is the 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands. You have the monkey here who's poking this guy, and he's like trying to juggle all these things, and it's not working. It's very stressful. This is definitely about self-protection. So this is somebody who deep down has a desire to protect themselves, but they become so out of balance, and so much is going on in their life that they have to focus on, that they become very vulnerable to whatever attack can come. So I'm going to get one clarifier for this as the stress card as a conclusion. It just seems like your guys' connection is so the word is precarious. It's so precarious that any little thing can kind of make it break right now. Okay, so another 7. So I think that you've invested a lot of time and energy into this person. I think you've had a lot of expectations on how things are going to go. But unfortunately, you're not in a place where you trust this person or you really trust the world around you. There's a lot of anxiety here, and they seem unable to really focus on your connection at this moment. Maybe they don't want to do like a long distance type thing, and you do want to do that, but they don't want to, and that's causing a lot of conflict. Yeah, so there's very ungrounded energy. I'm going to read this for you from the Beautiful Lover's Oracle. Reflection. Okay, give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So this is definitely a message for you, my dear black tourmaline person. So you are not in a state where you are trusting the universe or you're trusting the world around you. And so this is just a message to try to restore that faith within yourself. It's okay. Like, it looks like you are already in this place of reflection and there is a lot of space between you. So that's definitely reaffirming that. But the goal of how you use this time for yourself, I think, needs to shift a little bit. Okay, and then this is one more card I'm going to read for you, and this is just for you. And it is going to be a chakra-related card. So it's going to be whatever you need to work on within your chakra system that is going to help you be in the world a little bit differently, and it's also going to help with your connection and how you connect within a love relationship. Okay, and you have the beautiful green chakra, the heart chakra, and it says love down here. So you definitely are being called to work on your heart space. I think it's called Anahata. I hope I pronounced that right. Can you see it if I put it? Yeah. Oh. Put it like right there. And I'm going to read that to you guys, okay? Okay. So you have called upon this card today as a reminder that love is all you need. Your true essence and every single cell in your being vibrates to the powerful essence of love. You may be going through a challenging time at present, such as a relationship breakup, a challenging family situation, friendship breakdown, or some personal challenges. Pulling this card today is a reminder that love is the key to your current situation. It's time to bring the focus back to love and to what is important and true for you. Love is the biggest healer of all and has the power to create miracles in your life. It is very easy to sway from the essence of love, especially in our crazy, fast-paced lives. But you can never venture too far from this powerful essence because you are love. It resonates in every cell of your being. It's time to open and allow this energy to flow into your world and into those challenges that you're experiencing. Do what is required to become open to this love. Do you need some time for you, a holiday, a change of job, a deep, honest conversation with someone? Whatever it is, gift yourself that time and space with love. No matter what someone has or hasn't done, including yourself, we are all deserving of love in all its forms. If you feel that you sometimes have a tendency to close off from love, this card is an indication that it's time to open that beautiful heart of yours and allow yourself to receive. You are truly deserving of deep love, and now is the time for you to dance with this essence and believe you are worthy of it. Remember also that the most important form of love is self-love. Ask yourself, what part of me have I not been loving? And take some time to give this aspect of you some good old nurturing. Love is the medicine for the soul and of life. This card can also reflect that you have been opening more to love and that it's time to meet that special person to share a loving connection with, possibly a soulmate or twin flame. Affirmation: I am love and love is me. Okay, the heart chakra is quite amazing. It completely encompasses our entire auric fields. And I've read so much about what it's capable of. Like if you're feeling really positive things about a person, then your heart rhythm will show up basically in their brains. And there's like scientific studies about it. So we're so connected to each other through this chakra, but it's also literally quite damaged. And there's actual walls that we can build that are also scientifically observable, that we have these walls up that we've built. So it's definitely going to be good for you guys to work on your heart space. That takes presence, definitely not feeling into the future. I think it's a beautiful message, and I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Okay. Well, I hope this reading resonated with you. I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below. And if you know it did really resonate with you, go ahead and hit the like button and even subscribe to this new channel that I just started. I'm really excited to start bringing more readings to the collective. So thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye. Hello, group number 2. You chose the beautiful pyrite cube right here. Very shiny, beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to get started with reading to you this card of yours. And it's from the Enchanted Map Oracle. Ride the Wave. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you. If you don't feel like listening to me reading, then you can just skip ahead. But I like to start this reading this way. Okay. Right now, success is easy and effortless. You can be assured that you are entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned, and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all of your talents, coupled with your hopes and dreams, will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Know that you are definitely on the right path. So that's really reassuring. This card is meant to represent your connection, your love connection at this time. So this is a really good way to open the reading. And look, there's 2 dolphins there, and that's definitely symbolic of you and the person who's most on your mind. And it looks like you guys are in a really good place working together and kind of weathering whatever storm you might have experienced recently, but you definitely have the confidence to carry on. Okay, so this here is your feelings for your person. This is their feelings for you. This represents more about your connection, what bonds you two. This is your thoughts and perspectives of them, and this is their thoughts and perspectives of you. And then this is what's challenging your connection. This is your near future actions towards your person. This is their near future actions towards you. And by near future, I mean about the next 4 weeks. And this is the outcome. Okay, so let's get started. So you open with the High Priestess. It's a very beautiful card. More water, and I'd also like to point out more dolphins. It looks like. So definitely some of you have a special connection to dolphins. Okay. And if not, this is just about dolphins take everything in stride, and they are very little resilient beings, very smart and capable. And they're also very playful, and I think they have a good sense of humor as well. So that's a little bit about the dolphins. I just see that you and the person you're with right now is in a very happy place, and I think you're feeling very satisfied and tuned in with them. You guys are very connected, probably psychically connected with all this water energy, and you're both are taking things on together. So it's very beautiful to see. There's definitely a psychic connection with you having the High Priestess and the feelings. You might feel their thoughts or dream about them quite often. You guys are definitely very, very connected. Oops, just moved that. Okay, so this is your person's feelings for you. And you have the beautiful King of Pentacles here. I love this card. With this deck, it is so colorful and vibrant, and basically this is just saying that this person, it wants to go the whole way with you. They want, they want the structure of a relationship. They feel confident in your connection, and they're very solid, and they're going to be there. They do not have that wishy-washy energy of someone who is sort of just in and out and unpredictable and hard to read. They are definitely strong within themselves and their life, and that's how they are with you too. So I think that this is looking like a very beautiful connection. I think that if you are a divine feminine and you're doing this reading thinking about a divine masculine, then this is a person who really makes you feel safe and cared for, and it's allowing you to really like open up into your own femininity. And it's just a really good balance, basically, that you're striking between each other, especially with these two little planets up there. I see it as like the divine masculine and the divine feminine, regardless of gender. I just think that there is the way you guys balance each other out, or just when you come together, it's almost like it's a union that just makes sense. And the word, I'm not really meaning to say the word balance, but it's like compatibility, I guess, is there, and you fill in their shortcomings and they fill in yours. That's what I'm trying to say with that. So it's really beautiful energy between you two. So this is more about your connection, and we have breakthrough. So I think that there might have been some struggles in the past for you two, but it looks like you've been able to work them out, and now you're in a really solid place. And if this hasn't happened for you yet, then this is essentially saying that you are going to work things out, and you are going to be in a fantastic place with this person. You guys are going to come into union, and you're going to be basically having a very good, I want to say the word balanced again. I guess I'm getting like such a sense of harmony, especially with the dolphins. There's just such a sense of harmony here. And you guys both really empower each other. And whatever you've gone through in the past that hasn't been so lovely or positive, it looks like that's coming to an end if it has not already. Okay, so this is your thoughts. Okay, so this is essentially the Two of Cups. So it is more beautiful energy for you guys. It's almost too adorable. So you just, the way you think about this person is that they're your other half. And I mean, I've already said it all. Like, this card just says more of the same thing, that you two are your lives are entwined together, or they're becoming more and more entwined into the future. You're growing together, and you feel like you can talk to this person about anything, and they're going to listen and try to understand, and you just work really well together. Okay. Their thoughts and perspectives on you. So this is the Magician card. So this is just more empowerment on this person's side, especially. So we have abundance, and then we have this this existence. It's just so much, this person brings so much power into the connection because they're just such a solid person, and they're just very in tune, and they're present in the moment, and they're able to let go of things that don't really matter, where most people hold on to certain things and they get triggered very easily. This person doesn't seem to get triggered very easily, and also this can be how they view you. So they view you as being very feminine, being very, I think you're probably very spiritual, and I think they love that about you. I think that you are very present oriented, and your energy is just very much like, they almost see you as a flower, and they really have this need to they want to make you feel secure and protected while you do carry on with your business, which they respect a lot, which for some of you is very spiritually based. So they just they think the best of you, and they think that you have a lot going on for yourself and that you're a very empowered person. And I think that they're kind of like that too. So I think you guys just are a really good match in that way. So this could be your challenges. This is kind of a strange card for your challenge because it's the Ten of Pentacles and it's in the upright position. So I don't know if you guys are really being challenged by that much right now. I think that if I was to try to pinpoint a challenge from this card, I think what it would be is trying to figure out how to settle down with this person, and it would be on maybe a financial basis, on trying to figure out how to get everything in order on a material level so that you guys can live your life together. I think that would be kind of what the challenge is. I also think you guys are both very social creatures, or at least the other person is, the person who you're clearly in love with the cards I'm seeing. And just right now with what the state of the world, that could be a challenge for you guys a little bit. But you're going to obviously ride the wave together and you're going to make things work. But I think what I'm getting mostly is just that pragmatic, material side of things. How do we build our lives together? So that's going to be what the focus is for you guys right now, especially in these strange times that we're in. But I mean, as it stands, if it weren't in this position, I mean, this card is extremely beautiful. Yeah, okay. So this is your near future actions towards them. So we have the change in the reverse. This is connected to the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. I mean, it seems like I just don't see, I'm not getting really a negative energy from this, even though it's in the reverse. In the reverse, this card would indicate a karmic cycle that needs to end, but maybe isn't ending. I don't really see that for you and your actions towards them. I don't know. I'm going to get a clarifier for this. After all the beautiful cards we've had, it's hard to really imagine anything negative, but let me just see. Sorry, I dropped some cards. I'm going to just do this here so you can see me shuffle. Okay, so we did get the Chariot. So that's very strong energy. I mean, you might just be feeling so connected to this person that you're not allowing time to for things to take their course. You might be being a little bit forceful with moving things forward. There could be a little bit of that going on. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That doesn't, I'm just taking one card, please. Okay, so, oops, oh my gosh. Okay. I'm taking this Magician card. That's the one that's... And we also have the Magician right here, so I think you're very determined. Let me just look at these really quick. Yeah, this isn't your energy at all. Those just kind of flipped out. So what's going on here is you're very determined to make this connection work and continue on despite any obstacles that there might be for you guys at this time. So I think that all this is really showing is an extreme determination, and you really don't want to let anything get in the way between you and this person. For some of you, there is a karmic cycle that you need to close out, and it could be relating to, I mean, there was a bit of an indication that we have with the past with this person has not been as amazing as your potential is, and you've just gotten into this new place with them, or you're about to, and so it's important to keep your energy focused and remember that you guys are kind of like divine counterparts, and there is so much potential there if you're not feeling it yet, but I think a lot of you are already kind of feeling that. So I think you're just very determined to make sure things are going to work, and you're going to be very direct and in your power when you're dealing with this person. So I think that's what we're seeing here. And so their actions towards you, completion. In the reverse. Okay. Let me see. I think this might be this is the World card in the normal, tarot deck. Okay, so this person, this is kind of interesting, actually. I'm going to pull one clarifier for this as well. This is kind of surprising. Everything's going really well for you guys. So why would they have the World in the reverse for their near future actions? Okay. So does this person owe you an apology, perhaps? Maybe for some of you they do. Maybe if you guys haven't been feeling the truth of what I've been saying yet, with all of this, like everything has been so positive and great. And if you're not feeling this yet, I mean, this breakthrough indicates that things weren't always this way. So maybe you're still in that space. Maybe this person owes you a bit of an apology, and then you're going to be able to close out a cycle. And once you get it, and then things are going to be going really great for you guys. So for some of you, that's the case. For others of you, this person is perfect for you. But they don't seem ready, and you don't seem ready to close out a cycle. I'm almost thinking that, or I guess more, I say thinking because I'm programmed to say thinking in this world, but what I am intuiting and feeling is that for some of you, you love each other. This is for a lot of you, this is your soulmate, but you guys are both unable to at this time, or kind of struggling with actually coming together to, it could be you're still living separately, and the next step that you both want to take is to move in together, but there are challenges with that. So it seems like both of you guys are kind of experiencing this inability to close out a cycle within your own lives in order to come together to sort of start the next phase of things. So this person might be coming up a little short when it comes to planning out the future with you. It's surprising to feel this energy because they are coming through as the King of Pentacles on their side, which is very sturdy energy, very supportive energy. But it might be that it's going to take more time for that to develop. And it could also be that there is an actual situation that is making it hard, like, a life circumstance that is making it hard for them to close out what's happening with them in their life right now and move on to sort of form a life together with you. So there's definitely things happening in regards to closing out cycles, okay? So let's see about the outcome. So it totally makes sense that patience is here for the outcome. Things, for whatever reason, things are not able to move to the next step right now. But as you can see from this beautiful woman, she's pregnant, she's patient, she knows and has the divine understanding that everything is going as planned and everything will be created, is being created, and it will move from phase to phase in the time that it's meant to. And there's no point in rushing anything. So I think both of you guys are going to be understanding this, and it's just going to take patience in order to close out whatever is going on in both of your lives and move forward. So this is as much advice as it is an outcome, I think. But it's nice to know that you're both, you have this beautiful, colorful energy. I'm seeing it everywhere. All these beautiful, like, colors and rainbows, and it's really quite beautiful. So the love is there. It's solid. You guys are divine counterparts. It's just going to take some time to close out whatever cycles you're in so that you can come together more and be have more of a partnership in the future. But it all happens in divine timing, okay? All right, so I have one more thing, or actually 2 more things to read to you. I have this lovely card here. So the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So this very much goes back to this very first card we got with Ride the Wave, and then the Breakthrough card, which represents your connection, indicating that whatever was happening with you two in the past, it really is over. And you can expect maybe you don't even realize how great things are going to be. But I think you're going to start realizing pretty quick, if not already, that this person's coming in very solid for you. Okay, so one more thing. If you like, you can, stop watching now, but I personally want to read this to you. It is a chakra-based deck, and it's just going to be a little bonus for you to see what chakra you can work on right now in order to be in the world a little bit better and in order to help with your love connection. Okay? Okay, you have soul healing. I believe this is the soul star chakra, which is like, it's not talked about as much, but it's one that is connected to the universe. Right after the crown chakra, you have the soul star chakra. Yeah, okay. So let's see here. So this color looks a little bit orangey, but it's actually gold. I'm going to see if I can balance that there. Okay. So you have called upon this card today as deep soul healing is at hand. Your soul is the all-powerful conscious aspect of your being and is currently undergoing a healing process. This awakening can sometimes stir things up in your life as it creates the change required to expand to a higher state of awareness. You are undergoing a rite of passage where the things that are not working in your life are being reviewed. Know that this chaos is a positive thing. It is what is required at this time. There is a divine order to this chaos, and you are being asked to trust, listen, in action, the loving guidance from your soul. Your soul holds the medicine for you to heal and knows what's best for you. It is a time of deep cleansing, and you are encouraged to let go of the old as you make way for the new, which is also what your Lover's Oracle message was about releasing the past. So this is going to be very important for your connection going forward, is releasing the past. Okay, so soul healing allows for healing on all levels of your being, emotional, physical, spiritual, and mental. A complete cleansing on all levels, aspects, and states of being. Be very gentle and kind to yourself as you transit through this very powerful and important time. Be sure to nurture yourself through this process, giving yourself lots of love and care. Listen to the messages your body and soul are offering you, and follow through on this guidance. Amazing awakening is happening for you right now, and soon you will reap the rewards. Know that the process you are currently undergoing is a powerful injection of positive light from your soul as you heal deeply. Affirmation. Sorry, there's a plane going by right now. Okay, affirmation. I open to receive deep soul healing right now and embrace it and embrace the support of pure love to guide my healing journey. So that is very powerful. Okay, I'm going to let that one stand as it is. I don't feel a need to say more. So I really hope that you resonated with this reading. And if so, I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below. If you did resonate also, maybe hit that like button and even subscribe to this new channel that I've just started this week. And I'm really, really excited to keep bringing out more videos to the collective. I think I'm going to do a COVID-19 reading next. But yeah, so I just hope that you enjoyed this reading and that it spoke to you a little bit. Okay, till next time. Hello, welcome to Pile 3. So you chose the beautiful cabin site. It's very beautiful. I personally love it. It's connected, for me, it's connected to the heart and the throat chakra. The camera definitely doesn't do it justice. Cabinsight's known to be one of the most top 3 most powerful crystals in the world. So it's small, but it is powerful. Okay, so I would like to get started with a beautiful oracle card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. So you got Into the Unknown. It's a very cool card. I very much like the graphic and this cool dress that she's wearing. So I'm going to read you this card. And if you don't feel like listening to me read, you can go ahead and skip ahead. But I would like to start your reading this way. Okay. Trust, and all will be revealed. So life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. This is one of those times. You are required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. Okay, very interesting message. Okay, so looks like there's some new things coming up for you guys. Some decisions to make. Some cycles to close out. So let's see more about what this is about. Okay. So this is going to be your feelings for the person most on your mind. This is their feelings for you. This is your connection, what bonds you two together. This is what you think about them. This is what they think and, their perspective of you, basically. This is what is challenging your connection. This is your near future actions towards your person. This is their near future actions towards you. And by near future, I mean within the next 4 weeks. And then this is the outcome card for the next 4 weeks. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so you have success. This is the 6 of Wands. So your feelings for this person. You feel like you have triumphed in some fashion regarding this person. Maybe this person was hard to get. Maybe it took you a long time to be able to receive any kind of affection and love from them. Maybe you just started getting this recently and you feel like you have finally succeeded in getting their attention. Okay, interesting. You're feeling triumphant. You think everything's going well. You feel like everything's going very well in your connection. Oh, you feel like it's going so well that you should celebrate. Maybe you guys recently did celebrate. Maybe you had an anniversary, something like that. Okay. So there are feelings for you. This is the Hanged Man. It's in the reverse. This person is very hung up on you. It seems like this is a pretty interesting energy. It's very different from your own. This might have to do with why you feel so successful. This person was on the fence for a long time. I'm feeling that you really do feel successful. For most of you guys, you feel successful within this connection because just recently you started to get their attention and their affection coming towards you. I think it took them a long time. When the Hanged Man is upright, it is because they are, hanging back. They're thinking about things. They're trying to gain a new perspective. They're putting any decision making on hold. And I hope that sound in the background isn't too loud. My sister's taking a shower. Anyway, so now that it's in the reverse, to me, it's indicating that they're moving out of this space of decision making and whatever it was that was going on in their mind that they were trying to work through. It looks like they are working through it and they're coming out of that phase, and it's making you feel like you've succeeded and triumphed over whatever was holding this person back. So your connection, morality, the Queen of Swords, isn't that interesting? What is going on here with you guys? I'm going to pull a card to clarify, because that is just very strange. Okay. I just wonder why there's so many boundaries up. Okay. So for a lot of you, this person, I'm going to just put these here. So for a lot of you, this person is holding back quite a bit still. What it looks like is you might be feeling successful because you just got this person's attention. And that feels really great. Your feelings for them. But so what it's looking like, though, for the majority of you guys is that your feelings for them is that if they were to be in a relationship with you and to commit with you, you would feel so amazing and triumphant, because this person seems to be very hard to get, very hard to understand. So to you, they represent triumph and success. They represent you being enough. Your self-esteem might even be a little bit wrapped up in this person's attention for you, because they are very barred off, closed up. They are, earlier I said for a few of you, they might be coming out of that position and giving you more attention. For some of you, that's the case. But for a lot of you, no, that's not happening. They're not offering a lot of stability in your connection. They're also not offering a lot of clarity in your connection. They don't seem to be telling you the truth about things, or at least if it's not about telling the truth, it's about revealing anything about themselves at all. They're very closed off to you, and they're definitely not offering any foundation, and their attention doesn't seem to be on you very much. So that's the energy I'm picking up on from this person. Okay, so let's see more about what your perspective of them is. So your perspective of them looks to be the Five of Swords. In this deck, it's called Comparison. So for Osho Zen deck, this card is about how no matter what you are powerful. If you are, the bamboo should not compare himself to, like, the mighty oak, because the bamboo has a different purpose, and it has a different past, and it has a different everything. It's a different entity. In itself, it holds its own value. So it's definitely a card that's about how you're valuing yourself. And so for this, your perspective of this other person, I think, is that you really hold their perspective of you in high regard, and you feel like almost it's kind of an energy of not really being enough for them. For some of you, you think that they expect more from you. You think that they have very high expectations of a mate, and you wonder if you can meet them. So I'm picking up on a bit of a low self-esteem type of situation. If that's definitely not you, then this is what the person who's on your mind is going for. You can switch these energies if need be. It's definitely like the energies are there, but for your situation, it might be the opposite. You might be on this side and they might be on this side. You also might view this person as someone who is very critical of themselves, but if someone is critical of themselves, it also means that they are critical of others. So I wouldn't get trapped into this feeling where oh my gosh, they're so hard on themselves. Oh, but I can love them no matter what, and they just, if only they could love me back, I could make them feel so great about themselves. So I feel that energy for some of you guys, and I would try to acknowledge it and recognize it when it's happening, because yes, it is sad when someone is so critical of themselves, but don't let that be an excuse for them to be critical of you as well, okay? So this is their thoughts and perspectives of you. Okay, so this is representative of the Knight of Pentacles. In this deck, it's a little turtle. So if this is their perspective of you, they think that you're a very solid person. They really almost admire how strong you are in your ability to persevere. So it almost seems like they might have a higher regard for you than what they're giving off. So they might not even know how to handle someone who's so stable. I think that you do go towards what you want, and you're good at what you do in your life. You're a very stable energy. I don't think they are. So that's sort of how they see you. They understand exactly what you would have to offer if they were willing to put in the work back. They might be a little bit scared, though, because they know what you expect. And I think ultimately what you want is a slow progression, but you want to build something solid. And that's very important to you. And I think they know this. And they feel like they're going to come up short because they're so unstable themselves. So let's see what's challenging your connection. So rebirth is challenging your connection. So I think this person, maybe you as well, but probably the person you're dealing with is not able to progress in their life. They're not able to become, to see themselves and be, what's the word, when you're self-reflective, you know, they're not good at transforming, changing. They're not very adaptable. And I mean this in regards to spiritual growth. So it's like maybe they've made a few changes and they think that's enough, but they're not even able to fathom how far they could take it, how much they could transform. They don't even recognize their potential, if that, I think that's probably the best way to put it. So that's definitely a challenge for you. This person's mindset is a challenge for you. I think that they have low self-esteem, and it's probably a reflection of you as well. I think you guys might be mirroring each other with this low self-esteem situation. I almost want to get one more card to see. I'm just going to clarify that, the rebirth card for what's challenging your connection. Oh, that's funny. So the Ten of Swords is the same card as this. This is the Ten of Swords rebirth in the Osho Zen deck. And this is the Ten of Swords. But in this case, it's with the reversed. So it's just a further indication that what's going on here is this person's not coming forward at all towards you. I think this person owes you an apology for a lot of you. And if they don't owe you a apology, they owe you their feelings. They owe you an explanation. They owe you a connection, something that maybe they promised in the past, never delivered on. They need to close out the way that they are, basically the way that they are right now. It is not working for them in terms of having a love connection. And I think that this is the case for not just because it's you, it's because it's them. And no matter who it is that they're, interested in, it's not going to work out for them because of basically the way that they go about things. They're not grounded, and they aren't clear. They don't explain themselves, and it doesn't even seem like they think that they don't think they owe you anything. I wouldn't think that this is someone you would want to be. I don't think this is someone that's capable of a relationship at this time. They have so much to work on. They have so much to work on in their own life. And I don't think that it looks like they're able to, at least up to this point, come at you with open feelings. Okay, so this is your near future actions towards them, and we have exhaustion. Okay, so this is not surprising. This is the Nine of Wands. So I think you're really putting up your barriers at this time. This is the Wounded Warrior card. I think that this interpretation is very literal here for what the energy I'm getting from this card is. You are just so tired of dealing with them. They would be your greatest success, I guess, the way you would see it, if things would work out. But you're so tired of trying. So it looks like in the near future you're giving up for most of you. Okay. It's funny how, or it's not really funny, but it's just interesting how I'm not used to doing readings this way, where I do one card at a time. I flip one card at a time. I usually just have them all laid out, and I might go back to that because at the very beginning, I get this card of success, but because I don't have the other cards for context, I can't fully get the true message of it across yet. So I'm just making a note of that for myself. I might go back to just having all the cards laid out at the beginning. I think I'll be able to translate messages better for my own personal style. Okay, so anyway, this person's near future actions towards you. Okay, we have suppression here. This is also not surprising at all. This is just more of the same from this person. Both of these cards up here, with morality, who is an extreme, this is the Queen of Swords. She is the queen of suppression, of cutting someone out because they don't know how to connect to that person. They don't feel safe connecting, so they just suppress themselves. They keep themselves in this little box. And they just live there, chained up, because they don't trust the world, and they don't think anybody's gonna, they don't think anybody's gonna actually be there for them in the end. That's what seems to be the energy here. They're so wrapped up in their own life and whatever's going on with them that there's no way they can work things out with you. So I'd also like to note that I'm being drawn to the fact that both of you guys are in a box that is the same exact coloring. We have the red, yellows, and then here we have the red, yellows. So you guys are both in your own little boxes. You guys are both very disconnected from each other. I think you're in a state feeling a bit isolated, and the fact that this connection hasn't been working out, I think this person's probably a karmic type of connection for you. And so it really does matter to you. You had a lot of faith and hope that this person would work out for you. And so there's just a lot of pain and regret almost for wasting your time. But it's really, you don't know really where to go from here. And I think it's making you just feel lonely now. And they're trapped in their own little box as well. So you guys are mirroring each other, and he's completely riddled with whatever regrets he's had in the past. He's completely roped down by them, so this person has a lot to work through for sure. So let's see your outcome. Oh my god. Okay, so your outcome is actually transformation. This is also the death card, but the death card usually speaks to transformation, and especially with this Osho Zen deck, it is literally referring to transformation. So it looks like things might take a surprising turn for you guys. And maybe that's what this Into the Unknown card was sort of referencing at the very beginning, is just you're kind of blinded in this moment by the energies of the moment, and they probably will move into the future, and they'll probably hit a breaking point where you're just done. You're completely done with it. And there's just at the 10 of Wands, so they're at the very end of their cycle. The 10s are the very end of the cycle, and we have a 10 here as well. So, we have, right, the same 10, the 10 of Swords there as well. So you guys are hitting the end of a cycle. And it looks like some good things are going to come in. I'm going to throw you guys one card from a very different deck I haven't used on anybody else yet, but it's called Sacred Destiny Oracle. And because I'm just feeling called to use this deck to clarify this transformation a little bit. Okay. Courage and wisdom. So both of these are water-based cards. So I think the courage is referring to emotions and working through emotions and experiencing emotions. If there's so much suppression happening here, then this person has not been experiencing their true feelings for a long time. So in order for this transformation to happen, they're going to have to hit this breaking point. And they're going to have to gain wisdom from their feelings. As opposed to suppressing their feelings, they have to gain wisdom. They have to experience them. And that's going to take a lot of courage. I think in the past, they've seen feeling their feelings instead of bottling them down as being courageous. So they're going to have to change their perspective into realizing, this is not working for me. I think that actually the brave thing to do is to just feel my feelings. And that is wise. And they will learn more. They will understand themselves more. They will gain wisdom. So wisdom and courage. These are the two things that are these are the two factors that are going to transform what you guys are experiencing right now. And I'm guessing you are going to be demonstrating some courage and wisdom in your own way. If you're exhausted, your courage might be to back completely away from this person. That might be hard for you, because I think that for you, the greatest success you could imagine is being in a relationship with this person. So for you to completely back away from them and sort of maybe accept this idea that, maybe this isn't going to work out. I need to just accept it and live my life. For you, that's going to be your version of courage and your version of wisdom. For them, it's going to be the wisdom of realizing that emotions are courageous when it's courageous to experience your emotions, basically. It is not courageous to hold them down, to break them, to force them out of your consciousness. So they're going to have a re-examination of that. And they're going to have sort of like an awakening from it. So you guys both have those energies to work with in order to get this transformation going. Okay, so I have this Lover's Oracle card for you. Okay, so we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Okay, so just as I was saying that you might find that the courageous thing to do is completely back off from this person. It can also be for many of you that it is courageous to reassess your relationship or what you want from this person and decide, okay, maybe I can have them in my life as a friend, or maybe I can have them as an acquaintance. Maybe I can or maybe just not have them in my life and just be friendly if they hit me up, but I'm not going to have any more expectations from them, essentially. So this idea of friendship is a removal of expectations of romance for you. That's what I'm getting from it. And once you completely remove any expectations of a relationship, that might in some way change your energy enough that you suddenly become accepting and happy with things as they are. And then I don't want to say, and then maybe it'll happen, because that's going to make it so that you only do it because then something might happen. So I would just focus on doing this. Friendship, or even just disconnecting, being nice when they hit you up. But other than that, not expecting anything else. So let's just leave it there for now. Because this person needs to show real change, definitely. Okay? I also have actually one more card for you if you're interested. And this is just for you. It is a chakra-based card, and it's about what chakra you might want to give some attention to in order to help how you are in the world and how to help you with your love connection, or just love connections in general, and just how you relate in the world. So let's see what you have. Okay, so inspiration. And this is the sacral chakra. So it looks like you could put some attention on your sacral chakra, and that would be a great benefit to you. So I'm going to read to you what this card is all about in order to close this reading. Okay. You have called this card into your awareness today because it is time to get inspired. Find your passion and share it with the world. Inspiration is constantly flowing through and around you at all times, and is inviting you to align with and connect to its powerful and creative energy. What inspires you and makes you powerful? What inspires you and makes your soul shine? It's time to surround yourself with inspiring people, books, experiences, and anything that infuses you with inspiration. Have you been feeling bored and stale? What do you love to do that brings you creative inspiration? Whatever it is that fills you with energy, it is now time to bring it into the world. When you are driven by inspiration, it brings motivation, joy, and happiness into your being. This wave of energy will bring forth amazing positivity in your world, allowing you to feel content and with a sense of purpose in your life. When you're inspired and living in this vibration, those around you benefit, as the state of being is truly infectious, and you start to also inspire others. Inspiration is constantly flowing through me at all times, and I am inspired. And that last part was an affirmation. Okay, so that is beautiful. So I'm thinking and feeling that turning away from this connection to this person and focusing on what drives you, what are you passionate about, and becoming motivated and immersed within that is going to completely offer an energetic shift for you. And it also might have a rippling effect on the people around you, because every time we express ourselves, we are acting in an empowered state, and empowerment is very infectious. So as you do that, you are welcoming other people to do the same. So it is a beautiful energy, and maybe also do some yoga specific workouts that are for the sacral chakra. That's for your hip opening poses. Pelvic strengthening would be really great for you as well. I think there's going to be a lot of empowerment and things to work through in that area. Okay, so I hope that you resonated with this reading. I was very happy to channel these messages for you. If you did resonate, I would love to hear your comments in the comment section below. And also maybe you could hit that like button if you liked this video, and maybe even subscribe to this new channel that I've just created. And I'm very much looking forward to getting more messages out there to the collective. So till next time. Welcome to pile number 4. You chose the lovely heated amethyst, sometimes referred to as citrine, but this is not actually citrine. One message I have for you from this crystal is that maybe some of you guys have been feeling a bit under pressure recently, and the advice I have is to not force any transformations. Don't force any changes right now if it's not the time. Okay? So I have this beautiful oracle card for you. You got flying in the reverse. This is from the Enchanted Map Oracle, and I'm going to start off by reading this card for you. If you don't feel like listening to me read, then go ahead and fast forward. What's this number? 20. Okay. When you see the flying card reversed, it is a gentle reminder that there are times to take flight and times to remain grounded. And for now, you must avoid overreaching. There's still work to be done before you earn your wings. Be patient. What you seek will not be out of reach forever. Remember the story of, Icarus in Greek mythology, whose wax-made wings and overconfidence brought him too close to the sun. He perished because he didn't realize his limitations. Humility is a great power, and you must exercise it. Doing too much, too fast, too soon only serves to prevent a beautiful flight later on. Okay, so I did not know that that was going to be the message, but it seems to align perfectly with the message of the heated amethyst. It's so interesting because I try to connect the crystal to the cards, and so in this case it looks like they really did connect, because it's saying the same thing about not forcing change and just being more patient. So that's great. Let's move on to your reading. So we have here your feelings for the person most on your mind. This is their feelings for you. This is your connection, what bonds you together. This is how you think and perceive them. This is how they think and perceive you. This is whatever challenges you might be having in your connection right now. And this is, this is your near future actions towards this person, and this is their near future actions towards you. And this is for the next 4 weeks, basically. That's what I do for my near future, is within the next 4 weeks. And then this is the outcome card. So let's begin. Your feelings. Okay, so you have the source. This is the Ace of Wands. So you are feeling extremely passionate about this person. The Ace of Wands is like the thought of them just lights you up. You feel so much potential with them. You feel so connected to them on like a primal level. You feel like for some of you guys, you already feel like they're, a soulmate or a twin flame type of thing. I don't like to get into, the terminology of these things because it means something different to everyone, but that the energy here is basically you're experiencing a very strong connection with this person and they just light you up. Okay? So that's your feelings for them. Their feelings for you. Okay, so this is interesting. This is either the Page or the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This energy is very different from the energy you're feeling towards them. They're feeling very much in their head. They're clouded by thoughts. They're being rendered almost dysfunctional by their thinking right now. I think this person has a lot of anxiety. I'm going to get a clarification for this really quick for you guys, okay? These energies are very different. You have such a pure passion for this person, but they seem to be completely plagued by anxiety and overthinking, and their mind is just running away, and I wonder why that is. So I'm just going to quickly clarify this. Interesting. Okay, let's look at your connection, adventure, and in the reverse. I believe that's the page of Pentacles. I think these are both pages. These two cards. And then the Two of Cups in the reverse. Wow, okay. So taking this connection back to, this card is about your connection, and this Oracle card is meant to be about your connection. So I'm seeing a lot of similarities here in the depictions of this rainbow color coming out. It's just a splash of this beautiful rainbow. But this person, but it's in the reverse in both cases. So it's about movement, potential, and you were being told not to try to control things and move too quickly. So I'm thinking this person has so much fear about connecting with you and moving forward with you. They really don't think it's going to work out. I wonder why. Why don't they think? I'll do this on the screen. Okay. I'm going to ask why is this person so in their head? Why do they think that you guys can't come together? They seem to think, okay, so you might have known this person for a long time, and maybe you guys have had kind of a rough past. Okay, interesting. So this is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse again. That's what this card is. These are both Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Very, very interesting. So they're definitely not making any offers towards you right now. They seem to really think things aren't going to work out between you two. I'm thinking I say I'm thinking, but what I mean is I'm feeling. I'm just used to saying I'm thinking because of the culture that we live in, but I'm feeling that you guys have known each other for a long time. And things have been really tough between you two. And so they don't see how it can work now. That's a message for some of you. For others of you, this is about COVID-19. And this person is so stressed out and anxious about COVID-19 that they do not see how they can make things work with you right now. This person might be someone who's like a high-risk individual. And so they're so plagued by their concerns about what's going to happen if you guys convene and meet up that they just don't see how it could happen. So if you're getting this energy from this person that it seems like they're kind of withdrawn and distant, this person is racked with overthinking and anxiety right now. So I gave you those two messages. There's one more message, and that is that this person has had some real big disappointments in their past, unrelated to you. They've become they associate passion with just fear, and it's because in the past when they've had a love connection, it ended up being very painful for them, and they've had their heart broken, and it doesn't look like they've recovered from that. So they're very much in their head, and they just don't see how any kind of connection, love, any kind of love based relationship can work out. In general, they just don't see how it can. They're so plagued and distorted by their past. Okay, so you will fall into one of those three options there. Most of you are 1 and 3, so I'm just picking up on these energies, but you seem to be very ready to, at least you're feeling the passion at least. And you don't seem to be racked by these same anxieties that this person is. You guys are almost miles apart with your mindset right now. It must be very hard to to connect with them right now on the 3D because you guys just are in such different places. I think you're in a place where you're feeling very passionate about life right now, and you're ready to just go out in the world, at least when it's possible, given COVID, or you were even ready to do things like going camping or hiking, those type of things that we can still do right now, that we're not at risk doing. And you're just trying to figure out any way that you can live your life right now. And it's almost like they're feeling the opposite. Okay, so now this is your perspective with them. This is very interesting. So this is how you think and see them. And you see them. And this is the cup of, so the Ace of Cups. So this is another ace. You have 2 aces now for how you feel and how you think about them. So you really have a lot of passion for this person. This person is like, you just feel like they are a soul level connection. So this is a very deep thing for you, and it seems very pure, and it seems like a spiritual connection for you, and it's very strong. For some of you, this person is acting a lot more chill than they're feeling. If you feel like if you perceive your person as being a very chill person who's just like, not complicated and just ready kind of to just do whatever, and they're kind of that mentality, I mean, they're definitely putting on an act if that's how you view them, because they're definitely have a lot of overthinking and anxiety going on, and very distorted. Their perspective is very distorted of you even. This person's experiencing a very distorted reality, and it's interesting because your feelings are just so simple and pure about them. It's just, your soul is just your soul is just in a very pure, simple way, just feeling connected to them. And that's kind of all that's going on with you. But they're seeing things as being very complicated and it's just very different from what's really going on with you. So that's interesting. So this is how they perceive you. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is almost exactly what I was just saying, okay, with the politics card. So I think that your like I've said, your feelings for this person is very pure, very straightforward, very deep. They see that as being a mask. See this nice little guy right here? That's actually is how you feel about them and your connection with them. And so you're acting like that. But they think that they don't believe it. They think you're this guy here. They think that you're playing them. When you're super nice to them, they think that it's an act. That's how they see you. So that's really important for you to know. That, and it's very different from what's really going on with you, because what's going on with you is like the most purest thing of all. It's very simple, and not necessarily he, but they don't see it as being simple at all. They think that there's a lot more going on than what meets the eye, and they couldn't be more wrong. So it might just be a reflection of how there's so much more going on in their mind than what they're showing you. So they assume that it's the same with you. So they just are in the state of not trusting. They do not trust. Anytime you're super nice to them, they are not trusting that that you have pure intentions. So that's going to be important for you to know. It's coming from a place of hurt for them. And like I said, for some of you, you've had that complicated past with them where things have been said, and so they don't trust you for that reason. For others of you, they're just like that because of what's happened to them in the past. And it's really not you. It really is them, okay? So let's see what could be plaguing your connection. Okay, so we have traveling. This is interesting just because you see this card here. I'm just going to pull it out. This is adventure and traveling. And we know that this is in the reverse for your connection. So it's definitely things aren't moving. Things aren't happening. I think you're someone who wants to try to experience the world any way you can right now, any way that's possible right now, given the state of the world. And then when things pass, when this whole terrible pandemic thing passes, I think you're ready. You're really ready to just live life. And I think you want to travel. But this is plaguing your connection right now. So I'm going to clarify that. I think it has to do with communication. This is the Eight of Wands, and it is quick communication that's happening. It's coming in, and it's clear. It's being driven by passion, and I think that you're that's not happening in your connection right now. This person clearly has a lot going on that they're not talking to you about, and they're stuck in their head. So this is clarifying. The Three of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. So this is someone who almost seems dead set on staying single and keeping their life, and not letting anybody in. They've been very, very hurt in the past, and they've not dealt with it. So there's none of that quick, easy communication, inspired communication, inspired connection. They're not moving towards you at all. You're not able to move towards them. So you're having all this pure, very heart-based, the very core of you feels this connection to this person. It's probably a spiritual connection too. And they're just on this side totally in their head thinking, it's completely distorted thinking. It's funny that I said that they had distorted thinking and then this came out. It's just their view and their perspective of you is distorted. They are dead set on not figuring out the truth either, because for them, they can't trust the truth anyway. And they're just so scared. They're so scared to connect with you. I think you are a spiritual person, and you work on your connection to the divine, and you work on your connection to your own inner self, and your heart and your higher self, and you're filling your own cup, and you do a lot of that work for yourself. So you're operating in this very centered place, and they're almost the complete opposite of that with where they're at right now. And so I think your energy might scare them a little bit and they don't understand it. And so they're making up these conclusions about it. Okay, so I'm going to move on to your near future actions towards them. And we have rightness, the Nine of Pentacles. That's actually this card here. But for you, on your side, it is upright because you seem to be a fantastic person who just is at a great place in life and very centered and grounded. And so I think your future actions towards this person is, I think you are smart and you're realizing just how much in a different space you guys are and how it's becoming very impossible to communicate with this person. And you're realizing this, so you're going to focus on yourself. You're going to focus on your life path. This is you here. So you have all your pinnacles. You're doing your thing. You're single. Usually this is known as the single card. And you are creating your life the way you want it. And you're feeling very abundant. So that's you. And so I think you're going to handle this person with grace, because the Nine of Pentacles is a Virgo card. It's full of grace and kindness. But I don't think, and I think you are, by this ripeness this ripeness is referring to where you are at in your own life. And you are ripe with love and opportunities and passion. And you know this, and so you are just working on maintaining this place that you're in. And you're going to be graceful towards them and kind to them, but you're not expecting anything anymore. So let's see their near future actions towards you. Okay, so we have participation. That's the Four of Wands in the reverse. One second, I need to connect my charger. Okay, so when this is upright, I mean, participation kind of speaks for itself. This is the Four of Wands. When it's upright, this is higher level commitment. It is two people coming together to celebrate their union and their connection. And there's a lot of love and, all that good stuff. So in the reverse, they're unable to do this with you. They're not vibrating at a level that they're able to connect to you. I don't think they would even know where to begin. They're just so distorted with their thinking. And how can you work with someone? How can you even tell someone anything if they don't trust you? It's like they don't even want. I don't know. This person's very afraid. They're very afraid of, like, I don't know, losing something they think they have. They think they have. It's almost like their identity is wrapped up in their ability to be doing their own thing all the time. They want to always be, they don't want anybody relying on them. And they don't want anybody to have expectations of them. But there's definitely a lack of trust here. Man, they think that you are the devil out to get them, and you're definitely not. So that is weird. Okay, so this is your outcome for, like I said, about within the next 4 weeks. We have fighting. Okay, I believe this is the Knight of Swords in the Common Tarot, but I'm going to get a clarifier before I say anything, because this could be a good thing, actually, because it might require some you guys butting heads in order to get some truth across. But it can also be for some of you becoming so frustrated with this person. I think you feel so much passion and love for them to just be so difficult and avoidant with you. For some of you, you're just become so frustrated. You're like, I'm at such a great place in life. How can you turn me away? Like, how can you turn away my feelings for you? And so it makes you really angry. So for some of you, you're going to be kind of coming at them towards the end of, this time frame that we're talking about, and just being like, why are you being like this? Like, what is going on? I'm going to just get one little clarifier just to see for the outcome. Ten of Cups. Okay. So that is very good. Oh my gosh, I almost want to pull one more, you guys. And the Lovers, but it's in the reverse. I wonder if it was meant to be in the reverse. I don't know. I don't know. Very, very interesting. I'm just gonna see where it lands. I see, yeah, exactly. I felt like the Lovers was meant to be upright, even though it came out reversed. I don't want to get your guys' hopes up too much, because based on this person's energy, it just seems like they're way too difficult to deal with. But it looks like if indeed you do have a big, this fighting type of energy, or you come in essentially with this being the Knight of Swords, it's coming in with some truth, some honesty. And I think it's probably going to be coming from you. And it's just like, and it's really just you want to know what's going on. I think it could help for you to be a little patient with this person. But however it happens, it looks like there is going to be some coming together for some serious truth sharing, and it might be a little antagonistic, but I think it's going to get a lot done for you guys, and you're going to be able to somehow come together and actually reach some sort of emotional contentment after this. Some sort of connection is going to happen, is going to stem from this conversation that you guys have. But I wouldn't expect this to happen just because of the cards before. It seems very unlikely, but it does seem to be on the table as a potential for you guys, okay? So that's where I'll leave it, as a hopeful potential, but don't expect anything from this person. So I actually have these cards for you. You got two came out for you. Everybody else got one little heart card, but two came out, so I decided to keep them both. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so we have romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay, and then we have this super flamey card. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. That's what this ripeness is about too. It's really referring to just you and how you're in the world right now, and just you're in such a good place, and you're probably working on yourself, and you're probably very doing a lot of physical exercise right now, and simply creating that. And when we exercise, we oftentimes it builds self-esteem, and so you're just really riding off that high self-esteem and just the beautiful you that you are, and you're filled with passion in your own life with the source energy up here. So, and then this romance. Here, I'm going to leave these upright. And you have some romance too, and the Lovers did come out at the end here with this. So, wow, there could be a potentially good outcome for you. But like I said, it's a potential. Don't read more into it than as a potential, because there just seems like there's so much to work out between you two. So I also have one more thing for you. So this is a chakra card, and it's just for you. It is going to be about how you can be in the world a little bit better, and how you can, what chakra that you can focus on that's going to help you with your love connections, basically. Like, where is your blockages, and what can you focus on in order to relieve some of those blockages, okay? So you have nurturing, and I believe this is the Earth Star chakra. So it's the one that's deep in the ground. Or not super deep in the ground, but it's like below your feet. And that's a really beautiful card. So it looks like that's something you can focus on. Maybe do some earthing, which is, walking on the earth with bare feet, trying to connect back down to the earth. I'm going to read this card for you. Okay. You have called upon this card today as an invitation to create more nurturing in your life. It is easy to get caught up with the crazy hustle and bustle of the world, forgetting to take a little time for yourself, to give back, nurture, and receive the gifts and fruits of your labor. Notice fruits here with the ripeness card. The healing energy of nurturing is available to you now, and you are being encouraged to take a moment to honor yourself with this light. Something in your life is calling for some love and nurturing. You are completely deserving of this love and attention. Do these things for yourself and allow you to feel this loving essence. Take a long, relaxing bath, go for a massage, spend time with friends and loved ones. Whatever allows you to feel nurtured. Make sure you do this for yourself, as it is a big part of your growth and healing at present. It is a natural state of being to nurture. However, due to fear, we have learned to shut off and separate ourselves from the love and nurturing that surrounds us. Open yourself up to the kindness in your heart and create some love in your life today. Affirmation. I am nurturing myself in all aspects of life, and I am open to receive this powerful, loving energy now and always. So I'm thinking that you did not receive a lot of love and nurturing from this person. For a lot of you who you've known for a while, and you've been trying to make it work for a while. And so now it's time to do that for yourself. And that's your focus for now, okay? Is nurturing yourself, loving yourself, taking that time out to do all that, and let them be what they're going to be. That's what is important to take away from this reading. And it's also very good to know that the way they perceive you is very different from what you actually are. And the truth will come out. This says fighting here, but what it is you revealing exactly what you are and what is going on in your mind and your heart. And I really hope the best for you guys. I hope it works out. But for now, just nurture yourself, love yourself, do whatever it takes to feel good, okay? So I hope that you really resonated with this reading. If you did, feel free to like this video and maybe even subscribe to this new channel that I've just created. I'm looking forward to bringing out more messages to the collective, and I'd love to hear your comments as well. So yeah, I really hope that this was helpful for you, and till next time, okay, goodbye.